The camping. I can't remember. I think it's just, I can't remember. I was not actually born in 1979. I was born in 1977.
So that's another lie in your affidavit.
No.
When you...
An oath is meaningless to you. And I have no reason to believe that the one you took before us here means anything to you.
Umkhonto wesizwe operative in 1993.
In the SDU.
Yes.
SDU was the organization in South Africa. Within, I never went out.
Thank you. Mr. Mogotsi, I have a fundamental problem with your entire testimony at this point. That problem relates to how you appear to value or not to value an oath. Mr. Shaskovson dealt with this aspect, but I want to approach it from a slightly different angle. In the affidavit, starting at page 43 of the exhibit bundle, that is exhibit CJC 44, you say that you work for government in the office of the Minister of Police. I think that's in paragraph 1 of that affidavit.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Yes. In response to a question by Mr. Shaskalsin, you said that that statement, that is exhibit CJC 44, you say that you work for government in the office of the Minister of Police. I think that's in paragraph 1 of that affidavit.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Yes. In response to a question by Mr. Shaskalsin, you said that that statement was a lie, correct?
That's
I just
correct.
want a yes or no answer.
Yes, Commissioner.
Yes. I understand you to say you deliberately told this lie for a specific purpose, correct?
Correct, Commissioner.
You told this lie under oath, correct?
Correct, Commissioner.
Now, do you consider an oath to be binding on your conscience?
I consider it, Commissioner.
But in the affidavit I've referred to, you told a lie and you took an oath well knowing that part of the content of that affidavit was a lie, correct?
Correct, but I was on duty in executing my duties, Commissioner.
But it's correct that as you took the oath, you knew, even as you took the oath, that you were lying in that affidavit, correct?
Correct, to achieve the objective of the mission, Commissioner.
But it's correct that you took the oath knowing that you were lying.
It's true, Commissioner. That's correct.
I will ask you, do you consider an oath to be binding on your conscience?
I consider it, Commissioner.
Can you explain, though? Can you explain what you mean by that? There's the oath you took in respect of CJC 44. And as you took the oath, you knew you were lying. When you took that particular oath, did you consider it to be binding on your conscience? That earlier oath, not the one you took before us. Did you consider that to be binding
The one on
your
the affidavit.
Sorry, CJC 44. At page 43. I want to suggest to you, Mr. Mogotsi, and hopefully, and depending on the answer that you give, this is the last point I'm making at this stage. I want to suggest to you that an oath is meaningless to you, and I have no reason to believe that the one you took before us here means anything to you. Do you want to comment on that?
No comment, Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Mogotsi.
Mr. Mogotsi, Malo will be disciplined. The question is, why did you think Mr. Madlanga has an interest in knowing that you are speaking to the minister about disciplining Khumalo?
Yeah, it's because Khumalo is the head of the PKTT. And like as I said yesterday, I thought, commissioners, if you can know what I think of that message now, it's totally different from what I thought then. Now I can see this message did not have any weight, it's meaningless. But that time I thought, because PKTT is headed by General Khumalo, so for this thing that people went to prison for nothing, he must also be accountable. That's what I thought.
No, but you see, you're wrong. The message is not meaningless then and now. It's not meaningless. It's very meaningful. You're telling the minister, here's a judgment. You, CBA, must discipline, right? It must discipline Khumalo. And you share that with Madlanga, who has an interest because PKTT people have come to his house. So it is a meaningful message. You can't downplay it now, Mr. Mogotsi.
The content to think that to say Khumalo must be disciplined,
Yes.
it's very wrong. That's what I'm saying. Because in the first place, if like what you alluded to yesterday, if this was a criminal case and you ask me, did Khumalo arrest those people and force them to? The answer would be no, and I will be at fault with that.
Okay. And then you've said to the chairperson, and I think it's not the first time, that you did not read this judgment that you are referring to. It was given to you and you just forwarded it to the minister. Or you told the minister. Yes. Let me correct that. You were told about the judgment and then you mentioned it to the minister, and then you say, Khumalo, you didn't read this judgment, right?
That's correct.
Now, you've admitted the judgment doesn't refer to PKTT and doesn't refer to Khumalo at all. Is this, you accept that this is yet another case of you saying things that are not supported by facts? So you communicate to the minister something that you didn't check and that is untrue. This judgment has nothing to do with the PKTT. You accept that?
Excellent.
Okay. Now, the WhatsApp exchange is in page 52, if you would just go there. And I have only one question maybe about it. You say, why did you share this with Madlanga? Why did Madlanga, because it's quite cryptic, by the way. So on its face, it doesn't tell anything. It just says, please update. That's page 52. Minister Nkunu said that to you. You say to him, you say something, it was during your tenure. You had said that at 3:07. You said you don't remember what that was. There are a number of telephone calls. And then you say we got a breakthrough on the 24th. And then the next page is the minister asking, was the arrest effected? Now, anyone reading this, unless you tell us what you were discussing with Mr. Madlanga so that this makes sense, anyone reading this exchanges between you and Mr. Madlanga, it doesn't make sense. It lacks content. Why do you share this with Mr. Madlanga when it has absolutely no content unless on the phone call you have discussed with him and he knows exactly what these communications are?
Mogotsi, I'm being patient. The case in Cape Town had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with your community. And here you are advising a minister to charge a senior general in the subs. I'm saying to you, that is interference in police matters.
Commissioner, it means you are suggesting to me what happens in the Cape Flats, people being raped and killed, has nothing to do with me and the commissioner. Commissioner, this is South Africa. It is our South Africa. There's nothing wrong to tell a member of parliament or the president or whoever about a particular problem in Eastern Cape or elsewhere. Besides being an agent, this should not be brought in my line of work.
So let me put it the other way. If Mr. Ket Matlala had said to the minister, I want you to arrest Kumalo or to charge Kumalo, as an ordinary citizen, that would have been fine. There would have been nothing wrong with that.
There was nothing wrong with that.
I see.
I mean, it is him.
Thank you.
Was the community going to go underground and arrest the Zamzamas?
No, the Kimping was arrested and he escaped. He did not escape back into the hole.
So this was after they'd come up and been arrested and escaped?
That's correct.
You see, Mr. Matlala, that's what I thought your evidence was, but that can't be correct. Because the Zamazamas only came up from the shaft in the second week of January 2025. And this conversation took place on the 24th of December. This text was sent on the 24th of December 2024.
Commissioner,
So it couldn't have related to the escape of someone who hadn't yet been arrested before he escaped.
Commissioner, you are I think there's a misconception. The Zamazama Kimping has never went in and out. He was arrested for these activities. He was never inside the hole.
Are we
So
talking
you
about
are
the same person, Tiger Tswaedi?
Commissioner?
Are we talking about the same person, Tiger Tswaedi?
The Kimping. I can't remember. I think it's his. I can't remember his name.
The charts that we have been looking at, especially the one on page, it starts on page 57, continues to page 58. So you see that the date of those charts is 31 December 2024.
That's correct.
Yes, and these are the chats between you and Mr. Matlala because they were obtained from Mr. Matlala's phone.
That's correct.
And we know that 31 December 2024 is the date when the minister drafted the disbandment letter.
That's correct.
We can accept that.
We accept that.
Did you know that the minister was at home on that day?
I did not know where the minister was.
You did not know. And you sending your communication with the minister to Mr. Matlala, correct?
That's correct.
Because on 31 December 2024, you want to show Mr. Matlala that you and the minister are discussing the PKTT, or at least people in the leadership of the PKTT, correct?
Not discussing that. I sent him a message.
Yes.
Remember, the minister did not respond.
Yes.
If it's me, it was a one-way communication.
No, I'm saying you are sending this to Mr. Matlala.
Yes.
And the purpose of you sending it to Mr. Matlala is to show Mr. Matlala that at least you are discussing the PKTT with the minister.
Yeah, that I sent him
Yes.
a message, yes.
And that you are portraying the PKTT, or at least its leadership, in a negative light. Is that correct? Because
not
you're not
portraying.
saying positive things about the PKTT or its
In
leadership.
that context, yes.
Yeah. So you are portraying the PKTT in a negative light.
To Matlala.
You are showing Matlala
That's
that
correct.
you are portraying to the minister the PKTT in a negative light.
No, I'm not showing that. It's not in that context. To show, this is where there's a court judgment.
Yes.
It's a fact. We don't portray, you are showing him, this is now what I think
Yes.
the PKTT have done, and this is what my suggestion is
Yes.
to the minister.
So you are suggesting to the minister that the PKTT is doing wrong things.
That there's a court judgment.
Yes.
Yes, not the PK. Here we are not referring mainly to the PKTT. I'm referring to the judgment, that here's the judgment, and I feel the leader of the PKTT should be accountable.
Yes.
Yes.
No, we're saying the same thing. You were referring to a judgment,
Yes.
but what interested you in the judgment was the conduct of the PKTT,
That's correct.
which you thought was bad.
Inappropriately so, yes.
Yes. And this is around 11:18 in the morning, so it's 18 minutes after 11.
Yes.
Yes. And then what follows this text is a text on page 59 to Mr. Matala, where you say to him, "Today is D-Day," on the other side. You see that?
I see that 100%.
And what I'm going to suggest to you is that the only thing of relevance or significance that happened that day is the disbandment of the PKTT by the minister.
Absolutely.
At least that is relevant to Mr. Matala. I mean, I'm sure the whole country would have been celebrating the end of the year. But in these exchanges, the only thing of significance that happened that day is the disbandment of the PKTT.
That's correct. That's correct.
And this suggests, at least to me, that at 11:32 on the 31st of December 2024, you knew that PKTT was going to be disbanded that day, and that's the message you were sending to Mr. Matala, that this is D-Day, this is the day when PKTT is going to be disbanded.
The suggestion, Commissioner, is misplaced, Commissioner. Here it was a D-Day. Remember I said it was, this is what I said. If you check the message, outstanding issues. But from the top, it started by, "I'm now worried, my brother."
Yes.
He said, worried about. And I said, the outstanding issues, now this again. Then I said, okay, today is the D-Day on the other side. I think you must also stand back. The D-Day was the pay for the payment of the January 8. And then to stand back, look, this is now what supports the stand back. He asked me, stand back, don't understand what you mean. Then I only spoke about your safety and business, because I did allude even yesterday. It was after I heard that they were going to Matala. I don't want to say attack, but they're going to do a similar thing which they did previously.
You want this commission to believe that you are a contact agent. That's what you said in your response to the chair. Do you accept that as we are sitting here today, you have not provided this commission with any supporting documents that confirm, wait for the question, you have not supported this commission with any supporting documents that confirm your version that you are conducting investigations as a contact agent? We have nothing in front of us. You say you were in Kenya. We don't have your flight tickets. We don't have the communication between you and the person in Kenya. You say you called him on your cell phone. You say you followed Ket Matala to Durban. We don't have your flight tickets. You did not take photos of this place you followed him to. So there's absolutely nothing before us that supports the version that you conducted any of these investigations that you are mentioning. Are you at least prepared to accept that before us as we are sitting here today, other than your statement and your say-so, there are no documents that support the version that you are a contact agent and you conducted these investigations? Yes or no?
The question is very unfair, Commissioner. To say I have nothing, as I just said to you, Commissioners, contact agent, you will never find any identity of a contact agent. You will never. In this whole room, I am a state agent. I'm a contact agent. You will never find a document written contact agent.
So from 10 o'clock, I'm hoping that he will have his time back. Chair asked you about the oath and whether you consider it binding on your conscience. In the February 2025 affidavit, you give your residential address as Shawelo, Soweto. Have you ever lived in Shawelo, Soweto?
Correctly.
When?
2927 Ngumalo Street, Shawela.
In?
Ngumalo Street, Shawela.
When did you live there?
1990. in the 90s.
So
Even
in-
this year, we held a funeral at home. It's a home.
In February 2025, you did not live in Shawelo, Soweto.
In 2025.
Yes, February 2025.
That's correct. But
So-
it's also my second home in Johannesburg.
Okay,
That's correct.
I will leave it there.
Yeah.
In your affidavit, in your statement at paragraph 15, you say you were an Umkhonto weSizwe operative in 1993.
In the SDU.
Yes.
SDU was the organization in South Africa. I never went outside as a country.
Wait for my question. Were you ever an Umkhonto weSizwe operative?
Yes, in the SDU, that's correct. Mkondo Sizwe had SDU, Self-Defense Unit.
Yes. Do you know that Umkhonto weSizwe was disbanded in 1993?
Yes, I'm aware.
Yes. So, as a 13-year-old, you would have been an Umkhonto weSizwe operative in the SDU in 1993, as a 13-year-old.
No, I was not 13 years old. I know you, Commissioner, you are bringing it on the basis of my birthday era. I was not actually born in 1979. I was born in 1977.
So that's another lie in your affidavit
No.
when you said you were born in August 1979. That's
No,
another lie.
No, Commissioner, it's not a lie. Commissioner, my ID number, my date of birth in the Home Affairs, even my mother knows. I was born in 1977. It is just an error of 1979 from the Home Affairs. And from the Home Affairs, Commissioner, we have tried in so many ways to rectify that. But the moment, you cannot say, I was born in 1979, and then when someone wants your ID number, then you put 1977.
Mr. Mogotsi, it's your affidavit which you signed, and you say in that affidavit, I was born in August 1979.
That's correct, Commissioner. It is
So
me
that is incorrect. You were not born in August 1979.
And I was born, it's not that it's incorrect. I'm saying due to the ID number, my ID number is incorrect from the Home Affairs. From the Home Affairs. And I grew up like that. And actually, I was born in September 1977, 22 September, not August. But the error that came from the Home Affairs, there was no way I could reverse and change it.
Okay, let's move on from that.
Thank you.
Do you have any form of policing training? Formal policing training?
No.
No. Do you have any form of intelligence gathering training? Any formal training?
Clandestine training, yes. Formal, you mean with qualifications?
Yes.
No,
You don't have qualifications?
no. The training was different.
Mogotsi, I'm being patient. The case in Cape Town had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with your community. And here you are advising a minister to charge a senior general in the SAPS. I'm saying to you, that is interference in police matters.
Commissioner, it means you are suggesting to me what happens in the Cape Flats, people being raped and killed, has nothing to do with me and the Commissioner. Commissioner, this is South Africa. It is our South Africa. There's nothing wrong to tell a member of parliament or the president or whoever about a particular problem in Eastern Cape or elsewhere. Besides being an agent, this should not be brought in my line of work.
So let me put it the other way. If Mr. Ket Matlala had said to the minister, I want you to arrest Kumalo or to charge Kumalo, as an ordinary citizen, that would have been fine. There would have been nothing wrong with that.
There was nothing wrong with that.
I see.
I mean, it is him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. The camping. I can't remember. I think it's his. I can't remember his name. That guy is Italian from Lesotho. I'll have to find out. I must check the right name.
Because what I do want to put to you is that it's quite clear that an alleged kingpin of the Zamazamas called Taga Tswaedi was arrested and did escape. And there was a national There was national press about it. There was controversy about it. And he was described as the kingpin of the Zamazamas in Stilfontein, and he escaped. But that escape only took place in the second week of January 2025. So it couldn't be what you were talking to the minister about on the 24th of December 2024.
Commissioners, I'm still repeating again. Where now Tiger is this camping, like you said, there was a national thing. That's why I say I can't remember that name. There was a camping who was also arrested in Stilfontein. Now you are talking about something else, somebody now who also appeared on the news. It's not that one. There was someone who, that's why even the community was looking for, was terrorizing the people, forcing them to go inside the grave, inside the hold for mining, that particular person. We are talking about two different people here.
So we're no longer talking about Zamazama kingpins.
Is a Zamazama also?
I don't want to take that one further.
So just to be
Because
clear.
that's the meeting which was arranged by the chief of staff for me to meet the minister there, for the minister to meet the community.
For the minister to meet the community.
Yes,
That was
the
earlier
community
in
leaders.
2024.
That was in 2024. Then after that, as we were talking, it was about that.
Right. Mr. Mogotsi, just to make sure that I understand, the kingpin, Tswaedi, is the one that was arrested, and 4 members of the SAPS were accused of assisting him, and that's your evidence. You've been saying
Yes, that's correct.
that's the arrest you were talking about.
Yes, that's correct.
Right, of the 4 members. So it is Tswaedi you were talking about. Now you are introducing a second person, but your evidence, if you remain with your earlier evidence, that it's a Zamazama kingpin who was arrested, who escaped, and 4 members of the SAPS were accused of assisting him, because that's your evidence, if that's who you're talking about. Rather, if you still stick with that evidence, then you are speaking about Tswaedi, and he escaped on the 15th of January 2025. Those are the facts.
Those are the facts.
Yes.
That's correct. But it is not what, look, commissioners, the minister was not in Stilfontein in January. And I'm trying to understand that commission perhaps think it's so difficult to say, yes, minister, I was telling the minister about the arrest of the PKT. It was not. It was about the person in Stilfontein.
A record anywhere of the mention of this second kingpin that you are talking about,
Yeah.
a kingpin that you and the minister would have been concerned about his arrest. Is there any record anywhere, newspapers or whatever else?
We'll find it, because now the matter which they are talking about, current, which commission is referring to now, about Tiger. That's why I could not say it was Tiger. There was a person, maybe I'm using this word camping, in Stilfontein, who was forcing people to go into to do this Zamazamas. That person was arrested and he ran away.
And he was doing this from where?
From Stilfontein.
Any idea where exactly in Stilfontein?
No, I can try and find something today, because when we in Stilfontein, there was a community meeting. I only came on the day of the community. I was not part of that thing. And I kept on talking to this individual from the community who said they let this person run away purposely. We're going to look for him. And I kept on asking him, did you arrest him? Did you arrest him? He said no.
So, but definitely not from underground. He was not doing this from underground.
I cannot confirm, I don't know. I think even the person I was talking to, I'll find his number and ask him properly maybe during lunch, because I only communicated to him about this particular person, about that meeting after the minister went there.
So it's you and who else that know about this? This second person who is not Tiger.
It's not the second person. I think it happened before. Who
No,
was
no,
forcing
no.
people to go into the
No,
thing.
no, no. I think in response to questions by Mr. Chaskalsin and also my co-commissioner, Commissioner Baloyi, I understood you to be suggesting that this is someone other than
That's
Tiger Tswayede.
Yeah, even Tiger, I don't know him, but I know I'll find out about that one. That's correct, Commissioner.
So my question was, let's leave out the media or whatever other source. It's you and who know about this other person who may possibly not be Mr. Tiger Tswayede.
Yeah, because it was in December. It is from the community, that side. And it was in December, that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. who
I'm
you're
not,
referring to.
I'm not asking you about the time. I'm asking about who else knows about this person. And don't please, but only if you can, please do not refer me to Stilfontein generally or in general terms. I want to know who else.
The people of Stelfontein.
I just said, please don't refer me to Stilfontein in general, unless you say to me, I don't know. All I know is that it's people from Stilfontein. So I'm asking for specifics. Who else other than?
In the 79.
79, indeed. There you text Mr. Matlala, morning, is it still fine that we meet tomorrow? I'm off to Cape Town on Wednesday for January 8th. Also confirming the house in Camps Bay.
That's correct.
What were you referring to?
To his house in Camps Bay.
Whose house in Camps Bay?
Ket Matlala's house.
He has a house in Camps Bay.
He said he has a house in Camps Bay.
And why did you need to confirm that?
Now that's another thing. It's work. You see, we know his house in Durban, both here in Gauteng. It was important to know, as we get closer to a person, I had to know his house in Camps Bay. And now that he didn't come, we never bothered. He also had to meet someone from, I kept, if you check in my messages, how I ask him about Camps Bay, it's almost the same way when I ask him about the iPad guy. I kept on reminding him, Camps Bay, because he said he was going to show us, there was going to be someone who's going to do all those things in Camps Bay.
Can I take you then to page 92? Then he would be very, very disappointed that you told him that this task team that harassed him had been dissolved, and it turned out that it hadn't been dissolved.
Yeah, I had to verify if the letter was authentic also.
But you, on your version, you broke the news to him
That's correct.
before you did any verification.
That's correct.
Why did you think it was all right to break the news but not to send the letter?
No, that letter was not my letter. I could even take it to Zambia or anywhere. All I need is that Ket Matlala's, this PKTT went to harass him. It will be great news for him. I just said, let me check if this is not fake. Then in the morning, I saw it somewhere. Then I gave him a proof.
But in the evening before, on your version, you knew that it was for real. You broke the news to him. You said it's been disbanded, it's been dissolved.
Yeah, that's correct. But it wouldn't be a good move to send it if I have not authenticated it.
But it was all right to tell the news, which is the crucial news he wanted to hear, even though you hadn't authenticated.
very much. It was so much relevant just to inform him and to bolster that I'm having information beforehand. Like now, if just like SC has said, this is a man who's a professional liar. Like now, it is presumed. I can feel it. I got the letter from either someone or the minister gave me the letter. That is what possibly in people's mind. Whereas if I had the letter from the minister or from the chief of staff, maybe, and we never exchanged those things. He would say, don't share that letter. I wouldn't have shared it, but I got it from the social media. I did not even have a chance, because I don't talk with the minister these things, to say, hey, did you issue this letter? No.
Well, Mr. Mogotsi, I'm going to move on from this topic, but before I do that, I just do need to put to you that your evidence that you had the letter in your possession from a public source, and I emphasize public, on the evening of the 1st of January is not plausible. It was not available from public sources on the evening of the 1st of January.
I got it from there. I got it from there, and that's it. There's no way I found it except the social media. And I'm saying even the owners of that letter, none of them says he got an email. From General Mkonazi and Masemola, they all say they saw it from the social media. All of them. No one owns up that I received the letter.
Yes, there are.